All right. I think we're live. If you can hear me and see the live stream right now, feel free to put that in the chat. So to start off, I want to kind of lay out the format of this video. So I'm going to be doing the workout in that area back there, and then in between some of my sets, I'm going to come back and take some of your guys' questions and read through the comments. But if you guys read the description of this live stream, I'm going to be doing a workout from the program, the jump program I did a few years back called Flight Right, and I'll see if you guys, okay. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some jumping jacks, plyo push-ups, which are like clapping push-ups, all the way through to a pretty long circuit, and then depth jumps and crunches at the end. So I'm going to, once again, if you guys want to follow along, like it says in the description, grab weights and an open space, and I'll get started. I'm going to see who's in the comments. Okay. Okay. All right, I think we're good. So, I feel a little nervous because I haven't done one of these live streams in a while, but gonna start 2x100 jumping jacks. Hey, what's up, Jay Burnett? It's 2x100 jumping jacks and then 2x100 calf raises. Now, some of this stuff might seem kind of, it just might seem kind of slow because I'm gonna be over there doing the exercises. So, if it seems like nothing's really going on in the live stream, then feel free to wait until this video is posted, and then you can skip through the rest of the workout and see what was talked about and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get started. It's pretty cold. It's like 40 degrees, so it's gonna be good to warm up. Go through these two. So 2x100 jumping jacks first, and then 2x100 calf raises to start. Comment below if you guys can hear me from out here. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you guys comment and tell me that you can hear me, I'll talk from over here, but I'm not sure if you can. Should have checked that, but. All right, I think that was at least around 100. Let me see. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look through some of the comments. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks, Jay Burnett. Fang gone. Okay. All right, so that was the first set of jumping jacks, 100. I'm gonna do another set and then go into the calf raises 2x100. Sydney, my sister asked me what's the temperature outside. We'll just come outside and you'll see. But it's like 40 degrees out here. Come out here. So you could just tell them how it feels.
That's okay. I was just saying you missed somebody's question.
Oh, what did he ask?
I'm chubby, how do I lose weight and gain muscle with no equipment?
Oh, do this workout.
You have equipment though.
Yeah, I know, but like you can still do most of the exercise, like the movements without weight if you don't have weight. So if you don't have weight, just do the movements with your body weight.
And then there's another.
Okay, I'll look.
Great, yeah.
My sister told me I have more questions, so let's see. Jay Burnett said, do you have any vertical jump exercises for basketball? Yeah, basically all the ones I'm doing in this workout are going to be jumping exercises. I mean, other than the ones that I just did, they're kind of like the warm-up part of it. But I'm going to be doing like jump squats, jumping lunges, depth jumps. There's going to be a circuit in here that has jumping stuff in it. So just keep watching this and you'll get a lot of jump exercises from the video. Let me see if I answered that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so those were the first two exercises, kind of like felt like more of a warm-up for these kinds of workouts. So I'm gonna check and see what's next, but feeling pretty warm right now. So yeah, we'll see what's next. Next one, dumbbell squat presses. So I'm gonna use the 10-pound dumbbells, squat down, jump up and press, and then gonna do jumping lunges after that. Let me know in the chat if you guys are just joining, like how the audio sounds and how the video looks. It seemed like it was the best outside unless it gets windy, and then if you guys hear wind, I'm sorry, but I will find a different space if that's the case. All right, 2 back 20. If you guys want to try more of these flight right workouts, you can go to YouTube and just type in, it's FLYT RIGHT, and Brandon Todd has posted other shortened versions of these workouts. I don't think you can get the app anymore that I paid for, like, I don't know, it was like five years ago now, that I used when I was doing this originally. So yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of these flight right ones because I don't want to take away from his program that he made. So I might do some of my own if people seem to like these live streams. But all right, I'm gonna do another set of those. Splash Mixes, what's up? So if you're just joining, I'm doing a jump workout from a program I did a while ago. I never really posted any workouts from this program, but they're pretty good if you're at home and want an intense workout routine to do. You can pretty much do it all without weight if you don't have any. If you do, it just makes it a little more challenging. Fang gone. I have Fang gone, so I have back pains in my upper and lower back. How do I relieve back pain? Well, it's common for back pain to actually come from tightness in your deep hip muscles and deep core muscles in here, because they actually attach to your lower back. So you might think the pain is directly in relation to your back, but you might need to stretch your hips out or strengthen your hips in your core, and that might release some of that. But I guess I wouldn't know exactly unless if you had like some kind of like MRI or X-ray or something that gave more insight. But from what I've learned, it's just a lot of it comes from tight hips. I need tips for jumping. I'm 5'10" and 13 years old. I mean, just start with practicing your jump and dunk technique, like outside, or doing workouts like this, just to kind of build a strong foundation. This is the program that I did before pretty much any other jump workout or jump routine. So I think doing these exercises and this whole program is what helped give me a strong foundation to build off of, which is what I'm doing now with a program my friend and I kind of talked about and had been developing, called my Vert program. I've just been making different phases for it. So if you want to sign up for that, there's a link in the comments. But yeah, I think it's just building a strong foundation with just simple jump exercises and rim touches and technique stuff, and then kind of experimenting and building off of that from there. All right, I'm gonna do the jump lunges now. I think it's 4 sets of 20 total. So, and then after that, plyo push-ups 2 by 3 minutes. There's a circuit in here. I'll show you guys here. It's called flight circuit. It's gonna be 6 by 20 reps of each movement. That one's gonna go pretty long, but I just plan to let this live stream go as long as I have battery on my phone and people are still here, I guess. But if not, I'll just keep going and post this after, and whoever will watch it will watch it. All right, Gonna do those. Okay. So some of you guys might be noticing that when I land in the lunge position, my legs are pretty close like this rather than farther apart like that. I just feel like that allows me to get back up quicker into the next jump. So try it both ways. It might feel a little uncomfortable if you haven't worked with that stance before, because it could put a lot of pressure on your knees if you're not loading your hips properly. So just practice and do what feels like you won't get injured from for now, and then build up from there. This is where in these workouts, like, I'm starting to feel it pick up in intensity and take a turn for it getting a lot harder. So if you're tuning in now, or even a little bit after now, it'll be fun to watch me suffer. But it's fun. Good suffering. Just went in to grab heart rate monitor. I just finished 4 sets of 20 of the jumping lunges, so I'm gonna see what I'm at. Usually after doing some kind of jumping exercise, I'll get to like 170, but I'm back at like 150. What's next? Okay. So next are plyo push-ups, which are clapping push-ups, which he has on here 2 by 3 minutes non-stop. So I'm gonna go on that mat and do 2 by 3 minutes. These are gonna get uglier, so don't expect the form to look great at all with the rest of these. About 1 minute left for the first set. All right, first set of the plyo push-ups are done. Like I said, I don't know if you guys heard me down there, but from here on out, the form with some of the exercises I do probably won't look that great, so don't expect for everything to look like it's the best form. There are points like in the push-ups where I'm trying to get as many reps out as I can in the 3 minutes. And with the fight circuit, I'm sure at some point by rep like 17 of set 2, it's probably not gonna look that great. So So I put in the title that this is one of the most challenging at-home jump workouts that I've done. So, hey Peter, yeah, we should. Let me know when you'd want to do that. Let's see. Jay Burnett said my knees have been hurting some. What should I do? Depends. I used to not be that cautious when it came to feeling like any kind of pain, especially knee or ankle or anything really. But I think I've learned that you don't want the pain to get worse, because if you're feeling pain, that means something has been wrong for a while. So you might want to take some time off of jumping and working out depending on when you feel it and how intense it is, and just focus on rehab and strengthening. How long should I spend doing a workout a day? I mean, it's really up to you. You can have efficient workouts that take 20 minutes. You could just go run, play basketball, do like a HIIT workout or bike or something that's quicker, and you can have an efficient workout. I tend to not really think about the time it's going to take. I just feel like it's worth it to go through maybe a little bit of a longer, harder workout. The one I'm doing today might push it in terms of how long I usually do workouts or like to do them. How often should I do a workout per week? I mean, you could do one every day and it won't hurt. It depends on how long your workouts are, how intense they are, what parts of your body you're working. I mean, you could definitely do it every day. Just work in some lighter workouts on maybe every other day, or some recovery time if you don't want to work out every day during the week. Jay Burnett, what should I do about knee pain? I could send you something after this if you want. You could DM me on Instagram, just at Michael Barrins. But I did a full knee rehab protocol that helped my knee a lot. It was a lot of bodyweight isometric stuff mixed with core and stability work, with pretty much without weights, without jumping, not playing any basketball or anything like that. And then I worked up after maybe every couple weeks. I was able to do a little bit more. All right, see you, Peter. Thanks for jumping in the live stream and talking in the chat. Have you ever had lower back pain? As I haven't had it for about a month, so I haven't been able to jump or run much. Any tips on how to recover? Yeah, somebody else asked a similar question about back pain. What I found with back pain is a lot of it can come from either a weak core, tight hips, or mixture of both. So I would target those areas. You can kind of test it where if you're laying on the ground and it's hard for you to just lift your legs up without kind of arching your back intensely, or having to kind of use the rest of your body to get your legs up, that could be a sign that your hip flexors are weak, tight, and just need to be strengthened. And you can also, it could also be coming from your hamstring or your glute area. So basically just looking above and below the area, targeting those, and seeing if anything seems to be weak or tight. Then start there, and then see how your back pain feels after that. All right, I'm gonna go back, do the second set of 3 minutes. All right, that was the second set of 3 minutes for the plyo push-ups. Got pretty ugly at the end. Those are all supposed to be clapping push-ups, by the way, but as you saw, I didn't do them all. Clapping. For those, I just try to get as many as I can. So I'll start out clapping. If I feel like I can't keep going with clapping, then I'll just switch to conventional push-ups, and then even hold the plank until I just feel like I need to stop and just regroup for a few seconds. How you feeling? Feeling pretty good. It's getting harder. That circuit is coming up, so yeah. We're still at the beginning. If this workout was like a curve, I'm like still climbing. Once I get to the circuit, it's gonna be at the peak, and then slowly drop off after that. But still will stay intense even at the drop off. All right, I'm gonna do. He has 2x100 jumping jacks in here again, so I'm going to where is it? Gonna do those, and then the full crunches, and then the circuit. I'll see how the live stream's doing by the time I get to the circuit, but that circuit is probably gonna take, I don't know, 20-30 minutes by itself, because it's 6x20 reps of five different movements, I think 5 or 6 different movements. So it's gonna get pretty repetitive. Okay. Stop stalling. I feel like doing those jumping jacks after the push-ups. My arms feel like jello right now. I ask you in the beginning, what was your vertical jump height before your training? I think before my training, I was able to touch. I don't know. I think I'll give you. You said the measure, so it was like 28 inches, I think. I forget if that was standing or running. My running, yeah. Either way, it was probably close to 28. Definitely not more than 30 before I started doing jump training, but before doing jump specific training, I was working out a lot on my own and in like high school basketball and stuff, so I was still getting some kind of training, and I've been doing some kind of training since I was like 12 or 13, um, whether it was in my house or at a gym or outside. I mean, I was always doing some kind of like physical activity. So, but jump training specifically, I started that in 2014, 2015, something like that. Check the comments. Thanks to everyone who's joined this live stream. If you like how this format is for the live streams, comment below. I've never done it where I do a workout and answer questions. But what are the best ways to loosen up tight hamstrings? It's kind of tricky because tight hamstrings might not necessarily need to be loosened. They might need to be strengthened, or you might feel tightness in your hamstring because your quad is too tight. So like if you think about extending your quad like this, if here is too tight to fully extend, then your hamstring is constantly being shortened. That's kind of exaggerated, but say it's just like this much. If your hamstring is constantly in a shortened position, then over time it could feel like you have a tight hamstring when really your quads are tight, causing your hamstring to be pulled and shortened. So over time it just feels like it's tighter. Whereas if you loosen your hamstring or your quad, you can extend your leg farther, which would make it feel like you loosen your hamstring when really you just got length back in your quad. So yeah, maybe start there. See if your quad is tight. If you need to loosen that, loosen it with foam rolling, or you can try like a couch stretch, which is kind of like putting your foot against the wall flat like this and then dipping into it. Or you could try to strengthen your hamstrings. You could do Romanian deadlifts, which is holding weight here, going down, keeping your knees kind of pressed backwards, and then standing all the way up, fully flexing your back posterior muscles, so that way you're also getting the front part of your body, the muscles in the front part of your body to loosen or turn off, for lack of better terms. He's just trying to explain it easier. Okay, so now 2 by 25 full crunches and then the circuit. I think I might let this keep going through maybe 2 or 3 rounds of the circuit, and then cut it after that. So if you're here now and you see this and you want to ask any questions, feel free to do that. But I'll probably let this live stream go like another 15 to 20 minutes.